Alright, the topic we chose today is boiling noodles or boiling water, rice, vegetables, anything you want to do. It's important to know the steps of boiling water because you don't want to overcook things. You want to make sure you're being safe about it, more importantly. You want to know your temperatures. You want to know, at first you want to use a high temperature and then you want to lower it down to a steadier temperature just so you don't overcook a lot quicker. It's important to know what to do with the things you're boiling as they're boiling to make sure you don't overcook, they don't stick or anything, and it'll be a lot cleaner and a lot easier if you go through these steps one by one and follow the recipes and whatnot that you're using. And then Britt's going to talk about the recipe we're using today.
And also, during this process of explaining how to boil these properly, you will also get a complete nutritional value meal. It is very cost efficient and tastes very good and very good for you because carbohydrates are the essential useful nutrition for energy to power through your day.
Noodles, rice, and vegetables, just boiling those up, that's an easy recipe just for anyone, especially our age. Very cost effective, like he said, and very quick too. If you're in a hurry or whatever, it's easy to just throw something together, season it a little bit, and I mean, like he said, it's definitely one of the healthiest choices you can get.
And we're going to show you how to do that.
The thing you want to do, wash your hands. You can wash yours after a month.
Yeah, no problem.
And then you can follow me over here.
And as you can see, we already got the water boiling, so it wouldn't take too long.
Alright.
Inconvenient to everybody.
Our beautiful cameraman here will follow me over to the water boiling section. Alright, we've already got our water boiling. Now, one thing I like to do before we actually boil the water is throw a little salt in there. It'll add a little bit of flavor and it kind of helps the noodles from sticking so much. I've already added it just because the water's already boiling. Alright, now what you want to do next is you're going to just take your noodles. I did wash my hands, y'all watched me. And normally I like to crack my noodles in half just because it saves some room inside of the pot.
And they also boil faster like this.
Yes, they will boil faster. The shorter, the faster. Like I said in the instruction, you want to, normally while your noodles start to boil, you want to take a fork or anything you can stir with. Make sure you stir them up to keep them from sticking and whatnot. And you want to boil these to for about 6 to 8 minutes or until the pasta noodles are tender. You can usually take them out. One good trick to do is take one noodle and pinch it on both sides and pull it apart. If you can pull it apart, then it's probably done. If you can't pull it apart and it slips out of your fingers, it's probably not done yet. Alright, we're going to turn this off. Oh, by the way, it's on high heat right now, and once they start to boil, you want to turn it down a little bit just to let it keep a steady heat and not overcook.
And also another problem another concern about boiling noodles is, sticking to the pot.
Yeah.
That's a big problem and an issue. Like, so to prevent it sticking to the pot, stir it.
Yeah, and make sure you want to go across the bottom a couple of times, just to make sure there's none sticking to the bottom.
And I would recommend using a metal fork or not metal fork, but
definitely. Alright, right here we've already got some noodles boiled up just so it didn't take a long process. Now, an easy recipe I normally like to do is, after the noodles are boiled, I'm going to take some butter, and they should be pretty hot by this point, so the butter should melt pretty easy if you just toss them around. This may not, just because these noodles haven't been here a while, but anyway. Alright, then after that, the quick and easy recipe we're talking about is, it's the most cost-effective recipe you'll ever use. You just want to take some salt. Now I'm going to do this by taste just because I've done it so much, but if you want, you can look up a recipe online and it'll show you exactly how much as far as measurements you want to use. But I'm going to add some salt, and I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, and then I'm going to take my garlic powder. This is the base of the flavor for this dish. You're just going to take your garlic powder and you're just going to coat it over the top just a little bit. And after that's done, you're going to take your fork, you're going to stir all those up real good, and the butter will melt in there. Normally the butter will melt and they won't be as sticky, they'll be nice and greasy. And then that's that. If you want, you can add just some marinara sauce on that, maybe some Alfredo sauce and cheese on top, anything like that would work. Very cost efficient. It's very healthy because noodles, grains and whatnot. Yeah, that's about it.
Also, another thing that if people were wondering why do these noodles because they make, instead of like having to buy this and this and this and this, why not buy Roma noodles? Well, there's a reason they're like 15 cents a pack, because majority of the nutrients in those noodles, any prepackaged major stuff, too much cost efficient stuff like that, is not good for you. It's not.
At all.
All the nutrients are just about dead, and there's a lot of chemicals and stuff in there. It's way more nutritional, beneficial this way than it would be to do Roman noodles. And of course, you can do wheat pasta and spaghetti noodles, angel hair,
several different types of noodles that you can use as far as whatnot.
And they're all just about they cost the same, but I mean, depends on what you like or what you're trying to do preference wise. They all work out the same, and it's really simple, cost efficient, tastes great.